Today we're here in Stirling and we have come to Blair Drummond Safari Park. We were actually here earlier this week at the weekend and it was that packed. We decided to go to Loch Lomond and then come back in a few days time. So we're here today. It looks very quiet and we'll take you around all the animals and go on the zip wire. Okay, so first we've come around the safari drive here. Also as well, they have got the zip wire. They've got the boats around the Monkey Island. And there's a load of other boats you can hire as well, so we're going to check that out later, and I'll try and take you on the zip wire with my GoPro if I can. But yeah, just coming around the animals now and I'll show you some footage. Okay, so there we go then. You did see some footage from inside the safari drive then. There are 4 animal reserves there. We only went in 3 of them because, as you know, the monkey enclosures, in the past when we've been in them, they just rip your car to pieces. Indicators, wiper blades, everything they take. So we decided not to go in there because there is a boat ride called Chimp Island that we're going to go and do soon, as long as the zip wire as well. I do feel like it could have done with being a bit longer, that because I don't know, it just felt a lot shorter than the ones at Knowsley Safari Park and West Midlands Safari Park, but the way of looking at it is that there are quite a lot of animals in there, and you do get up nice and close to them as well, a lot more close than what you do at the other safari parks. So we've now come over to the adventure park section. You've got the monkey boat over there that takes you around to the Monkey Island, as it's called, and here you've got the splash cats, which are pedalos, and then right up at the top you've got the Flying Fox, which is a zip wire ride. I've had about 3 or 4 goes on that now. Absolutely brilliant. It's all included, which I think is really good. And it's really good, decent stuff. And pedalos then being included as well, that's really good too. You usually got to pay extra for them. So I've not filmed a POV yet on the zip wire, but I will do shortly, and I'll put the POV in after this, so then you can see what it's like.
Get it.
Yeah. Right, let's go. Am I alright to take my GoPro on? Yeah, thanks. So, there we go. It's a good ride, that, really good. I can't believe it's actually included. I mean, most parks, it was something like that. It's like a £5 extra a go. It's a decent ride as well over the lake. Not bad at all. It's a proper zip wire as well, but you don't have all them stupid harnesses. You just, as you saw, you just sit on them and then put your hands through these loops and you can just hop straight on. So all you do now is, after you've been, you just walk around the lake here, round this path, and then you just put your you just put this back on the racks, and the next person can use it. But they've got a load of them, but just put it back on there, and then the next person can use it, or you can go around again if you want. If it's not busy, which it's not today, there's no queues anywhere whatsoever. It's so quiet, and it's good that they operate this on off-peak days as well. I mean, there's barely anyone going on it, so very good. Really enjoyed that. So just a quick look at the map of the place here. You're coming right down there, you drive up round here, you've got the safari drive there, which again was good, just not quite long enough, I don't think. You've got the giraffes, you've got zebras, you've got all sorts. There really is quite a lot to see. I am going to do the sea lions soon, so I'll take you on all of them, and another free attraction here at the park are the pedalos. We've had a go on these, quite a big lake for them. That's the Monkey Island over there. Yeah. So that's the zip wire launch point over there, and it finishes down there. There we go, the splash cats. Really good, that. Yeah, I think it was a really good ride. The fact it's included again is really good. Most of them aren't. You've got to pay like 10 quid for 15 minutes at most places like Knowsley Safari, so very impressed. Just come over the bridge now. It is time for Lima Land. Let's see what's through here. No, I'm quite impressed with this safari park. I mean, I think you saw the prices when I did my intro outside the park, but it's only like £16, £17 each, so If you're staying here for the day, it's not bad, but you can also link it in with Stirling Castle, which is just down the road, so that could be worth checking out. Not seen any lemurs so far. Let's go and hunt some down. They do a good disappearing at these lemurs. There's a few here, but now that we've had struggle finding them, we've walked around the whole thing and not seen a single one, but all of a sudden they've all around here. But no, it's because it's such a dense forest, they're all hiding in the middle. There we go, we've finally hunted some down. Going through into the next bit now. Goes quite a way back down here. Up. Why won't they push? Oh. That's why, because you can't open two of them at once. Silly me, didn't read the sign. Right, yeah. So we're in here now. What have we got in here? We've got some Somali sheep. I don't see any though.
African spurred. Take one of these.
It's only very small, that kind of bugs area. It's just this. Something they really could do with is moving, well, no, building a kind of Amazonia, just like they've got at M&D's, because that is brilliant. As you would have seen if you watched the vlog, I really like that. You know, it's full of fish and parrots and all sorts of lizards and snakes, so that could be something that they could do in the future. When I find some animals, I'll show you them. We've got some red river hogs right back there, but you can't really see them very well.
Females arrived with only a few years ago. So chimpanzees share approximately 99% of our DNA, making them the closest living animal to the human being. Chimpanzees are in fact apes and not monkeys like many people think. The main difference between an ape and a monkey is that most monkeys have tails, apes do not. So there's Jill on the left there, Chippy on the right. Jill's our latest addition here to the park. She's only been here at the park a couple of years and she arrived after, sadly, her companion passed away, and it's not good for chimps to be left on their own for long periods of time. Females do go out in groups and do hunt smaller mammals. Here at the safari park, we feed ours on a strict vegetarian diet, as meat isn't actually compulsory to it. Although sometimes wildlife still does make its way onto the island, and I'm afraid to say they still do have a very strong hunting instinct. They are in fact the largest tree nest mammal is in the natural world. They nest up in the treetops of the rainforests in parts of Asia and Africa, and they never sleep in the same nest twice. They make a fresh nest daily. This building coming up on the left, straight in front of us at the moment, is the chimp house. That's where the chimps all live at night and throughout the winter whilst the lake's frozen over. That big blue wavy bridge is how we get the chimps back and forward onto the island. Now chimpanzees can't swim and are totally scared of water. That is how we managed to keep them on the island and are not trying to jump in this boat.
There we go then, just went on the Chimp Island boat ride. I thought it was actually very good. It wasn't very long, but at the end of the day it's included and it's something different to take you to see all the chimpanzees, and you get a good look at them, and obviously they give you a talk about them as well, so it was decent, it was good. Obviously though, apparently they've got a bit of a reputation of lobbing stuff at the boat, the chimp, so they had to put all these cages up around it. So first I did think it was a bit overkill, but yeah, I guess at the end of the day, if you're going to start lobbing stuff at the boat, then you need it. But I managed to put my phone underneath it and obviously get some good footage. So there we go. I'm not sure what we're going on to next. We've done most of the stuff at this end of the park, so we're going to have a wander down, do some of the animal talks, and yeah, I'll just show you some footage for the rest of it. They've got dodgems and stuff around there, so if we go on them, I'll obviously take you on board, and there's a big slide as well, so I might take the GoPro on that. So we've come into the rhino house now. They are doing a rhino talk in a few minutes at 2:30. So they've got a load of different shows that they do. Sea lion shows, birds of prey, tiger talks, rhino talks. So we're going to do as many of them as we can.
We do the tiger talk next at 3, so they get brought in every day at 2:15. We do some training with them, and at 3 o'clock we let the tigers back out. So if you've not seen them, we're going to bash through this one quickly so that you've all got time to go to the tiger platform and get a chance to see the tigers. Now I'll start by introducing you to these guys. We're currently in the cow house. Does anyone know what that means? I'm not being rude, I promise. What do you think I'm talking about when I say we're in the cow house just now? What you call a female rhino. Females are cows, males are bulls. So everyone in this building just now is a female. We've got, standing up, mum on the left, her calf on the right. So the mum's called Dot and the baby's called Bonnie. When I say baby, that's a bad habit, she'll be born here. She's not a baby anymore, she'll be 3 on the 27th of September, so she's been growing up quite fast, and she's already over 1.6 tons. But I still call her baby out of habit. She's the same size as Bonnie is just now. And we had to move him off because it couldn't go to Dad, because Dad would just see him as a threat, so we'd chase him off. So that's why we kind of move them about amongst us. A, to keep the natural balance of Dad not mating or chasing off his young offspring. And it's also because it creates a nice genetically healthy population in zoos. We don't want to inbreed them because that would be. These are the most endangered ones, but these are the ones that are less spoke about. These are the ones we don't know as much about. Does anyone know what their names are? There's one that you would have probably seen before if anyone's been to Edinburgh Zoo. Anyone seen the rhinos up there? They've got Indian one-horned rhinos. Now, white rhinos population in Africa is round about 20,000. Black rhino population is somewhere about 5,000, so quite a bit less than the white rhino. Indian one-horned rhinos, there's about 3,000 of them less than the white. So you can see how the population's going down and down with each species that I mentioned. Hey, I get them. You can see what I mean about size. She's a big 3-year-old, isn't she? But yes, you can see the population going down and down. The last two, the rarest two, are the Sumatran rhino, which is less than 100, and the Javan rhino is less than 46 in the world. So it gives you an idea, these last two species that I mentioned are the ones that you've probably never heard of, but in reality these are the ones we should be talking about the most. At least it's seen as just a very valuable product. It's a bit like having a Rolls Royce in your driveway, if you have rhino-form jewellery, or rhino-form ornaments, here's something you can powerful, and rhino clothing. Do you think we should be talking about it? Same as literally put it on the microscope, talk about it. So it shouldn't go up anything. Sadly, these parts of the world, cultural beliefs and cultural demands.
The rhino talk there was really good. Told you everything you need to know about them, really. Obviously it was all the stuff, you know, most people already know about the horns and everything, but it was also some interesting stuff as well about all the different species of them and all that. And donated £1 and got a wristband.
For the guys that
So yeah, they've got a massive play structure over there. It's ginormous, that. So if you want your slide creds, you've got about 4 or 5 of them over there. Now we're going over to the Tiger Talk, past the amusement area over here, and I'll show you a bit more of that as we go over. I now just want to talk about the amusement area for a minute. It feels a bit cheap, this. It's not the best. It's all just temporary fencing, temporary rides, and obviously they're not really trying to have much of an amusement section here. Like West Midlands Safari Park, they go all out with it. Here they don't, because I guess you have got other stuff like the Chimp Island boat ride, the zip wire, all that stuff. But yeah, they have got a few rides here. The prices are a bit steep. That kiddie coaster there is how I found out about this park, going through the RCDB. I mean, yeah, it's not the cheapest to go on these rides, like £2.50 for a go on the kids coaster, but I won't be able to fit on that. So I mean, I'm 6'4", there is absolutely no way I'm going to be able to get on a Go Gator coaster, which is what that is. There are dodgems around there, so I might give them a go, but other than that, there's little to nothing here in the way of rides, to be honest. The zip wire is the main draw for the thrill seekers.
Tiger Talk, because you can't keep up to 18 hours a day, but it means that these guys, we can put stuff in that's going to change up their day-to-day routine. It's going to encourage them to keep active, which is a big part of keeping them healthy, because as I said, they can be quite lazy animals, dependent to take the day away. Now, for anyone that's wondering where the voice is coming from, my name's Stuart, I'm part of the education team here at Blair Drummond. I know you probably can't see me, but for those of you who have managed to squeeze in at the front, I'm down at the bottom of the platform, so I can't see yous. And I'm going to be telling you about our tigers today. Now, I'll start by introducing you to them. The one who was just jumping up there, that's our male. He's a 2-year-old male Amur tiger, and his name's Vitaly. And the one who's crawling about near him, about to cross over the pond, that's our female, and her name's Hope, and she's a 4-year-old Amur tiger. Now, you might notice that he's already a bit bigger than her, even though he's half her age. That's quite common in the big cat world. The males are quite often bigger than the females. Now, Vitaly might not look that big from a distance, but in actual fact, he's only 2 years old, and he already weighs about 160 to 170 kilos. Now, there's a common misconception in the big cat world that lions are kings of the jungle. We hear it on a daily basis. But in actual fact, a male Amur tiger, which is what we've got here, will far outgrow and outweigh a male African lion. So to put that all into perspective, has anyone been through the drive-through? Put your hands up if you've drove through our lion enclosure yet.
Yeah.
He's all came to Safari Park and 2 people have drove through. I'm sure more of you than that have. But when you drive through, our dominant male in the lion enclosure is Zulu. And Zulu weighs about 210 to 215 kilos. Vitaly's only 2. Now, I keep referring to these guys as Amur tigers. With a quick show of hands, because keep in mind I can see you guys at the front. Put your hand up if you know what an Amur tiger is. I can see 1 or 2 people. Put your hands up if you know what a Siberian tiger is.
one of them, isn't it?
Good, that's what I was hoping for, a few more hands. Amur tigers and Siberian tigers are actually the exact same creature. It's the same names, it's different names, sorry, for the same animal. There is a very good reason why we don't call them Siberian tigers anymore. Siberia is a tiny place in far eastern Russia, and that is not the only place where you find these big cats. They can be found right across far eastern Russia and even down into parts of northern China and North Korea. There's a river that flows through all these countries, and it's called the Amur River, so we now refer to these guys as Amur tigers. It starts with a B, it's found in India, and it's famous for featuring in the Jungle Book. Does anyone know what type of tiger I'm talking about? Shout out if you do. A Bengal tiger, good. So Amur tigers, which used to get called Siberian tigers, and Bengal tigers are the ones that the general public know the most. But there are actually 4 other subspecies of tiger, which are sadly lesser known. And sadly, these are the ones that are most endangered and that most need our help. You can also find subspecies called Malayan tigers, Sumatran tigers, the Indo-Chinese tiger, and the South China tiger. And the South China tiger is actually so rare that there hasn't been a sighting in the wild in nearly 50 years. So the only reason we know the South China tiger still exists is because researchers have found their scat, which is a fancy name for tiger poo. We've found their paw prints in the soil, and we've set up camera traps which have captured footage of them. But in terms of a human tiger face-to-face sighting, there hasn't been one in the wild for 50 years, so we don't even know how many of these South China tigers still exist. Amur tigers, like Copen Vitale, their population out in the wild is somewhere between 400 to 500 individuals. And that may sound like a lot, but in terms of a global population, that's sadly next to nothing. Amur tigers, like Copen Vitale, out in the wild are classed as being endangered. Now that sounds bad, but it's even worse for some other tigers. Tigers like the Sumatran tiger and the South China tiger are currently classed as critically endangered in the wild, meaning the next step is extinction. There's already, in our lifetimes, 3 subspecies of tiger which have become extinct in the last 50 years. You used to get animals called the Caspian tiger, the Bali tiger, and the Javan tiger. But sadly, these guys have all become extinct and we can no longer find them in the wild or in zoos. Now, the main threats tigers face out in the wild are sadly mostly caused by us humans. Things like habitat loss. The tiger's habitat has decreased by 92% in the last 2 decades. So, as you can imagine, that means they can't survive, they can't find enough prey to sustain themselves, and it often causes other problems. It can result in them coming into conflict with humans, targeting our livestock as a prey source, which then means farmers in parts of the world like India often target tigers in retaliatory killings.
The tiger talk there was absolutely fantastic. We've been here this morning since 11 o'clock. It's now 3:15. I didn't expect to even be here this long. And I'll be honest, we're probably going to still be here for a while, yeah. There is a lot to do. If you do want to fill your day here, which I believe is completely possible, I think what you need to do is go to all these talks and just see them. I mean, they do a sea lion show in there that we're going to try and catch in a bit. It's the same guy who's done the 2 we've seen so far. He's dead good. And he's, you know, they're doing all sorts of different feeds. They're feeding the meerkats, feeding the penguins, everything. So make sure you come and check it out. When you get your brochure that they give to you when you pay at the kiosk when you drive through, it has on there all the different show times, and it has them all around the park as well. So definitely take note of that, because I think that you do really need to see them, and I think if you don't see them, then you know, you're not going to be able to film more than half a day here. And these are the penguins. These are just a few do with the talks besides what I said. There are a load more as well, such as a sea lion show, but if you're just interested in them giving you a bit of a talk about them, then these are some of them here, but they do numerous shows. These are just a few of them, there's a load more, but as I said, look at the guide they give you when you go into the park, because it's actually best bet to see about them all. In terms of the rides here, they do have some deals on them. I mean, that's all they've got literally there, and it's 5 rides for a tenner, which isn't as bad. But I mean, the rides aren't anything great, are they? So yeah, the only decent thing they've got is dodgems, but it's not really any good, is it, when there's only going to be like 2 or 3 people on them at a time because it's that quiet. So dodgems are really something you need on a busy day at a theme park, because it's just pointless if there's only 2 or 3 cars on the circuit, isn't it really? So just got a few slide creds, and then now we're back up in the animal section. Now something I do like here is that parts of the safari drive you can actually come up onto viewing platforms and see. So of course I showed you some footage from around the lion enclosure earlier, and yeah, I mean obviously if they're walking right up here you're going to get a brilliant view of them, but they've not really moved all day. Oh, got a little wild rabbit down here. Won't get too near because I'll scare him, but oh, do like rabbits. I've got pet rabbits myself. I've got 2 of them. There's elephants too here, so we're gonna go and have a look at them. I'm not sure if they're doing any more animal talks today beside the penguins, which are right at the bottom of the park, but we've got 2 of them, and 2 of the good ones as well. I mean, rhinos and tigers. So yeah, the foot safari has got to be a big part of your day here as well. It's a lot more than any other safari parks. Wow. So there we go then, you have seen everything that there is to offer over at the Great Foot Safari. I've taken you all around the amusement centre, shown you 2 out of the many shows that they've got here. The plan of attack is now is that we're going to do another drive around the safari before it shuts. The last safari drive is at 5:15, which is quite a lot later than the rest of them, so that's quite good. Most of them usually shut about 2 hours before, but there again, this one's a lot shorter than the others. And we're just going to Marathon, the Flying Fox and the Splash Cats. So I'll show you a bit of off-ride footage. So there we go then, our day has come to a close here at Blair Drummond Safari Park. We are just going to go for another drive around the safari now. As I said, that doesn't shut until 5:15. Yeah, just marathon the zip wire about 5 or 6 times. The staff are really good on that. They've been great throughout the whole park. They're really helpful, and you know, they're really nice and friendly. So, you know, hats off to them. They've been really good. So, yeah. So the safari drive, last one is 5:15. It's nearly 5 o'clock now, so we're going to go around there, and then here's a bit of a drive back to our holiday cottage. So we're going to get going, but yeah, I'm really impressed with this park. is it the best safari park I've ever been to? No. Well, it is in different ways. Like for being different. I mean, this is like, there's a boat that takes you around monkeys. You know, there's a zip wire across a lake. You know, pedalos. It's different, and it is very good. I mean, it's a lot more emphasised on the foot safari here than it is the drive-through. The drive-through is a lot smaller here than the others, but I prefer it in different ways to the other ones. West Mids is probably still the best for me because obviously of, you know, the massive animal section that they've got, but as far as difference and unique goes, and as for the animals themselves, I definitely do think that here is the best. It's just, I mean, it's great for Scotland, a place like this. I mean, it's the only kind of safari park or anything like that they've got. They've got a zoo in Edinburgh, but that's about as far as it goes. So yeah, I would definitely recommend a visit here. I think it is a top tourist attraction in Scotland. Staff have been really friendly, you know, a good selection of stuff to do, and I'm very impressed. So thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video coming very soon. Bye now.